Cool, so we left off last time on the intro, and now what we're going to do is we're going to hit some of the verse, all of the verse actually, and we're going to get that done. So here's the next part of the song. We're going to basically be starting the verse on this C chord, and it's not going to be the full C, but just the bottom part of the C, so 2 and 3, which would kind of make it a C major 7 with that in there. So we're going to use our second and our first finger here, so we're not going to use the regular 3-2 finger and just the 2-1, just so we can use the third finger for some fills I like to throw in. So the very first part of the song, the verse is going to have a pattern of cool. So let's get that pattern down. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to do that C hammer-on again, where we're going to pick the A and the D strings at the same time and hammer on with the second fret of the D, just like that. So basically just going with the hammer on, G, D, A, so like that. And then second fret of the G, and that is just the low E with the open G, followed by an A. So very slowly, let me show you. It's going to be the hammer on, pick, second fret G, G chord, and that's the bottom of the G chord, which is just that E and the G, right there. Slowly once again, hammer on, pick, 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 second fret, G chord. And that's a G, D right there. And together it's, and that ending there is just a little strum with a pick. So I'm hitting E, D, slowly with the strum now, it's going to be the hammer on, pick, second fret, G chord. So pick, pick, down, down, up. Down, up. And that just keeps that moving. The second time around, or actually the whole way through for that first part, is going to be like this. Slowly. The second time around is a little bit different. It changes slightly. So it's going to start off the same. So the only difference there was what? Is we just did like that. So I didn't do. So instead of, it's just, so it just goes right to that second fret. So what that looks like is the second time will look like this. So the first 2 times around of the verse is going to look like just like that. The third time just repeats the first. And actually, okay, and the third time starts off the same way and then has a little different ending. And there the change was start off the same with the hammer on, pick, 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 second fret G, and that there's the E and the G, D, D, like that. Cool. The last time, which changes up totally, it goes to a new chord. We go to the A minor 7, which is open A here, and then the first fret of the B, so it's kind of like a half of an A minor 7, it's not the whole thing. Walk that down as well. So it's going to be open B, 2 on the G, open G, and we're going to go to the D chord. It's going to be a D sus chord, so it's not going to be the whole D major chord. So we're going to leave off the top E. We're just going to play it open. So we're going to play the string, but we're not going to fret it. That's the only difference. So the chord should be like that. So that last part of the A minor 7 is, like to lightly pick it. It's random how I do it. Just kind of come back with it. So the very last time should be, again, very slowly. incorporate that ending in, it's going to look like this. Coming out for the third time around. Like that. So that is the breakdown of each part of the verse. Let's put them together and see how it sounds. First time. Second time. Third time. Fourth time. Just like that, nice and easy. And at regular flowing speed, it's going to look like this. As you're playing and going in the regular speed, you might get a few extra strums in there to move it along at your own tempo. I might have thrown one extra one in there. The basic pattern I'm doing, though, is what I'm explaining. So if you see an extra one thrown in, it's just kind of in the moment, so I'm just playing it. But the slow part is kind of the main tempo I'm playing at. Cool. So that is the first half of the verse. The second half of the verse, the ending is the only thing that's different, and also a fill that I've thrown in there. So what happens now is the second time around on the verse is just going to look a little bit different. It's going to start off the same, but we're going to throw a fill in on the second time around, and we're also going to throw a change in on the ending. So what that translates to is this. We're going to start off the second part of the verse the same way. So, right, so that's, nothing's changed. The second time, we're going to throw a little fill in. I'll show you that here. So I throw that in, which is merely just a little pull off. And to see it without the chord, I'm basically just on the fourth string or fourth fret here on the G, and just so I'm pulling off 4-2 open and then a 2 open to finish it off. And it kind of has that stop in the middle of it. And you can pick it or make it all one. Or I like to pick it like that. And the way we do it is we do it within the chord. So we're on the G chord, and we're going to use our pinky. So we're going to hit this low E at the same time. And then again at the end. Or like that. So once again, I kind of change, I throw that thumb in at random times. If I'm feeling it, I'll play it. So, or just that. So the first two times will look like this. And that's just the fill I use. You don't have to do it. It's just what I do in the recording. Like that. The third time is also going to change. So the third time we're going to go to now an E minor chord, or shape like we did in, well, we haven't done it yet. So, so the third time is also going to be a little bit different than we did the first time around. That's going to be, here's the first two times, and I'll show you what we're going to do on that third. So here we are. Start off the third time again. Then we're going to go. And that there is I'm on the low E and the third fret here of the B string. And then it's going to be a open B. So both strings again, this time open B. And there it's an open G and an open E. And then an open D. So very slowly, you're pretty much always hitting this open E with each one of these notes. So it's like that. E and B, E and open B, E and G 2 times, E and D. Like that. And I'm just using my thumb and my second finger. You can use your first if you want. It's just whatever feels comfortable for you. So incorporating that in. Also, if you notice, I like to throw in I like to give it a nice vibrato. Right there. And the last time is a cool part is we come in with the thumb here on the first fret of the low E and the first fret B. And we're going to hit the E and the B at the same time. And we're going to So then 2 on the G, open G. It's that same walk down we did in earlier. Like that. And I like to keep that E moving. So it's 1, O, 2, O. Then that D sus chord again. Or you can give it a nice strum and come into it. So the ending now I will play from the start of the second time of the verse with these new endings and fills and all of that we just did. So very slowly. And I kind of have an extra note in there where I'm going. So I am hitting an open G in there just to transition. Like that. Cool. So that is basically the second time in the verse. What we'll do now is we'll go through and we'll play the entire verse and then put it together. Cool. So from the start of the verse, slowly. Hammer on, pick, strum. Open B, A minor, D. Second time. Fill. E. F. And D. And that is the verse. Okay, and here's the regular speed on the verse. Cool. And then we're going to go to the chorus right after that, which is coming up next. Cool. So that is the verse played straight through. If you have any trouble with it, just watch it slowly, go back, and also feel free to send me any questions. I answer those. It may take me a day or two. If you have any comments, please leave them. Those are always welcome. And number one thing, just have fun with it. It's a fun song. It's about a lion, so it's a good thing. It's funny. So enjoy it, have fun, and play on.